ended Cleveland's season last year in this building, a buzzer beater in Game 5 of the first round. Opening night this season, Jordan poured in 54 against Cleveland.
So Clark, for the Cavs, they're 32-36 and looking to make the playoffs. Their main priority has to be figuring out a way to slow down Michael Jordan, right?
Absolutely, Kevin. They need to make Jordan give up the ball, force somebody else to beat him, send double teams at him, get that rock out of his hands. Clearly, Cleveland has to pay a lot of extra attention to Michael Jordan if they want to have a chance to win.
Now, let's give you the starting fives. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Ehlo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Making a statement big time. My goodness.
Showstopper for sure.
Had the hang time and knew what to do with it.
Now here's Daugherty. Back to Price. Back to Daugherty. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
Yeah, Mark Price, a superb passer. Excellent at finding teammates when they're wide open.
And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
Now here's Ehlo. 5 to shoot. All alone. Daugherty with the bucket.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. 16 points, 15 assists in 1 game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
Here's Grant after Brad Daugherty's basket. Here's Jordan. The shot that time, not on target. And Cleveland the other way now. Ehlo against Paxson. Ehlo the pass to Daugherty. Now here's Bennett. Ehlo outside. To the middle. Here's Daugherty. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Daugherty's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Ehlo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. They're looking really...
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Now let's give you the starting fives. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Ehlo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. with the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center. And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed.
You know, the way his shots went so wide, pretty obvious he got fouled.
Oh, yeah, plenty of contact there.
Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Ehlo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Now, Bennett. Price outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Nance. With the clock winding down, Daugherty, the putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number 1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Ehlo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. Ehlo outside. He feeds it to Daugherty. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, it's just one of the many things that Ehlo does pretty well. Finding an open man to set up with the ball. Well done there on the pass.
Here's Jordan. Pippen for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And while Michael Jordan has destroyed Cleveland this season, all-star teammate Scottie Pippen has struggled.
Coach, the numbers back up what you just said. Coming into tonight, Scottie shooting 16 for 50 from the field, 32% against Cleveland. The Bulls would like more scoring from him for sure.
Now, here's Jordan. After the miss from Craig Ehlo, back to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Price outside. Pass to Nance.
Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Rebound, Grant.
You expect to get 2 points there. A little unlucky for them.
And stolen by Bennett. Here's Ehlo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Cartwright's got his 4th rebound in this one.
For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright has struggled coming back from a knee injury. In the 9 games since his return, the big fella is just averaging 9 points per game.
And the Bulls really need Cartwright to provide some offense. Look for Chicago to give him some touches early in the game to try and get him going.
Grant the pass to Jordan. From outside, off the mark. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Now, here's Jordan. He's got 11. Paxson outside. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. It's Pippen on the way. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Elo kicks to Price. Nance outside. Passes it to Bennett. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pippen finds Jordan. There's the 3. Elo against Pippen to stop the drought. No good on the layup.
And this is the type of shot they want. Coming up empty there, but I won't be shocked if they try to go back to this.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division. Here's Elo.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. Now, he signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got King. B.J. Armstrong is out there with Jordan. Then it's Purdue. And it's Pippen in at the small forward. Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. Purdue with a screen on Elo.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
Pippen against Price. Doherty, the screen. And finished off by Doherty.
Yeah, Mark Price, a superb passer. Excellent at finding teammates when they're wide open.
And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. Now, here's Price. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
So far in this one, Coach, Michael Jordan dominating the backcourt battle with Mark Price.
No real surprise here. MJ leading the league in scoring. It's another big night at the office for Jordan.
Brown is checked in for Cleveland. Kerr comes in for Price. Jordan is doubled.
Brad Daugherty.
Rollins checked in for Daugherty.
Fourth team foul. Into the lineup for your Cavaliers, Tree Rollins.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they double up Jordan. The pass to Purdue. There's the triple. Just 5 to shoot. Jordan passes to Armstrong. Back to Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. Elo with the steal. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't it?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. Now here's Brown. Brown with a screen on Jordan. Elo the pass to Williams. Brown trying to free himself up. They get it back. It's deflected.
The 7-footer, Will Purdue saying, no, no, no.
Jordan is doubled. Dishes it to Armstrong. Bulls moving the ball around. Jordan outside. They need this one. And he lays it up and in. Jordan's got 15.
You've got to wonder. They're doubling Jordan on defense, and Jordan is still outsmarting them. Now what?
Kerr kicks to Williams. Elo outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The shot, no good. Good D by Jordan. Chicago leading by 4.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Here's Kerr after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Pass to Williams. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
If you don't get a body on Rollins, he's going to make you pay on the offensive glass.
And they double up Jordan. Pass to Armstrong. Jordan outside. They set the pick. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And it's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Bulls also changing it up. Cartwright's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for King. Davis is subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Now here's Kerr. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks to Elo. Passes it to Bennett. Brown down low. He's covered by Grant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that was a foul. No question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Rice is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. John Paxson, he's checked in for Armstrong. Kerr against Paxson. Jordan in the corner. Launches it. Rebound by Williams.
And he needs to simplify things on offense. He's settling for too many outside shots, and it's hurting his team.
Then at the pass to Kerr. Brown with a screen on Jordan.
Chicago foul.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Kerr.
When you talk about Steve Kerr, the first thing that comes up is his shooting. But Kerr is also one tough customer. He can do so much damage from the line. The defense has to be more careful around him.
From deep, Jordan, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Bulls. They're up by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. And so Price will bring it up for the Cavaliers. 4-point game.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
They've got Daugherty. Elo out there with Price. And it's Nance. And it's Bennett in at the small forward position. They're the group for Lenny Wilkens starting the second half. Here's Jordan. After Brad Daugherty's basket, puts the move on, shoots over Elo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A good job preventing the layup. I think it's smart to make him earn it from the line.
Yeah, intelligent defense there. The coaching staff encourages these guys to do whatever they can to avoid giving up easy buckets.
Here's Elo. No good. That would have tied it. So it's Chicago now. The lead is 2. The drive by Jordan. Shoots over Price. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 20. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
And here are the Bulls now. The Cavaliers making the shot. The shot's good from Jordan. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
Now here's Jordan. After Brad Daugherty's miss, it's good. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Attacking the paint that time, unfazed by the bigger defender.
Touch, angles, whatever it takes to elude the shot blocker.
Daugherty, the screen. Here's Price. Daugherty with the bucket. Daugherty's got 12 points in the game.
Going to work down low. Daugherty knows his team expects him to attack on the block. That's just what he's doing.
Jordan outside. He can't get that one. And Cleveland the other way now. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. Here's Jordan following the score by Cleveland. They grabbed their own miss.
Cleveland foul.
Williams, he's checked in for Bennett. And Chicago also making a switch. Armstrong's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jordan against Elo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. 5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3.
Shooting for Chicago. Michael Jordan.
Good on the second free throw. And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 4. Price kicks to Williams. And the pass to Elo. Down low. Picked him clean.
Look, the Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32 and 36 right now. Remember, last year they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
Now here's Price. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Kings checked in for Horace Grant. Here's Price. And that one goes long. And Cleveland just a few levels below last year. Coach, why is that?
The Ron Harper trade has been a disaster. That's 18-5-5 you lose from Harper. Brad Daugherty's ankle injury has really hurt this team. They need to come together quick to make the playoffs.
Real quick. Outside for Pippen. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. And the call will be against Larry Nance. That's foul number 2 for him. Brown is checked in for the Cavaliers. Davis is checked in for Chicago. Here's Jordan. 26 points for him. Rebounded by Elo. For Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
Well, the Bulls keep knocking the Cavs out in the playoffs. Division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And they double up Jordan to the inside. Cartwright, and taken away by Brown. Pass to Elo. Knocked loose. Price outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
And I like the pass-first mentality of Price. A terrific distributor and a guy that his teammates really look up to.
Will Purdue's checked in for Chicago. Now, here's Price. That's tipped. Clock at 6. It's Brown on the wing. For the lead. And it's blocked. And they hit it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring. The Bulls with the second best record in the East.
That was an easy call on that shot.
Refs will call that one 10 out of 10 times.
For Chicago, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. Good on both. The Cavaliers trail by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams sets a screen for Price. Inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
In close games, you got to take the hard foul. You cannot allow dunks in close ball games.
Yeah, because you always say these easy points will kill you. Absolutely destroy you, huh?
You got to shut them down.
Oh.
And that begins with better pressure on the ball. They need some better effort defensively.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
Bulls making a switch here. Cartwright's checked in, so the Bulls 5 right now. Cartwright is out there with Grant. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. Now here's Nance. Pass to Elo. Williams trying to break free. Here's Doherty. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Tell you what, whenever Doherty steps onto the floor, you're almost ready to mark a double-double in the book just because he shows up.
Here's Jordan. Off target from 3-point range. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic 3-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the 2-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said. Now here's Pippen. He tries for three. And again, no good by Chicago. Oh, Clark, the Bulls have done a great job against the Cavs' three-point shooting game. Nice D from Chicago.
Well, I think it starts with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year. Plus, you add Scottie Pippen, excellent defensively in his own right. And that duo can turn your water off with their perimeter defense.
Yes, they can.
You know Price loves to find these shots. A very efficient shooter from the arc.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bennett's checked in. Chicago trailing here. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Cartwright. Back to Jordan. Grant the pass to Jordan. Lets the three fly. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And here's Bennett. Over in the corner, Price. Cartwright against Nance. Bennett with it. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They get the rebound.
Hey, we talk an awful lot about the scoring of Michael Jordan, and for good reason. But in these fourth quarters, the defense of MJ is significant as well. The Defensive Player of the Year in 1988. Jordan is a bad man on that end, too.